The trillion-dollar wealth transfer is a phenomenon that has been silently occurring over the past few decades, with the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer, creating an unprecedented gap between the two extremes. And it's about to get even worse as the global economy continues to shift and evolve in unpredictable ways. This massive transfer of wealth is not just a result of hard work and smart investments, but also a consequence of a complex web of financial systems, tax loopholes, and government policies that favor the wealthy, allowing them to accumulate and consolidate their power and influence over time, often at the expense of the general population. As the wealthy continue to amass their fortunes, they are also becoming increasingly savvy about how to protect and preserve their wealth, using sophisticated strategies such as offshore accounts, tax havens, and shell companies to shield their assets from scrutiny and minimize their tax liabilities, making it even harder for the average person to keep up. One of the primary drivers of the trillion-dollar wealth transfer is the rapid growth of technology, which has created new opportunities for wealth creation and concentration, but also exacerbated existing inequalities, as those with the means to invest in and adapt to new technologies are able to reap the benefits, while others are left behind. The consequences of this wealth transfer are far-reaching and profound, with the potential to reshape the very fabric of our society, as the concentration of wealth and power in the hands of a few individuals and families threatens to undermine democratic institutions and values, and create a new era of feudalism and social unrest. Despite the gravity of the situation, there are still many people who are unaware of the extent to which the trillion-dollar wealth transfer is occurring, and the ways in which it is affecting their lives, as the wealthy and powerful use their influence to shape public discourse and distract from the real issues, while the media and politicians often focus on secondary concerns. To understand the root causes of the trillion-dollar wealth transfer, it's essential to examine the historical context in which it has occurred, including the rise of neoliberalism, the decline of labor unions, and the increasing globalization of trade and finance, all of which have contributed to a shift in the balance of power away from workers and towards capital. The role of government policies and regulations in facilitating the trillion-dollar wealth transfer cannot be overstated, as tax cuts, deregulation, and other measures have all served to further enrich the wealthy, while reducing the ability of governments to fund public services and address social and economic problems, creating a vicious cycle of inequality and decline. As the wealthy continue to accumulate more and more power and influence, they are also becoming increasingly adept at using philanthropy and charitable giving as a means of shaping public opinion and advancing their own interests, often under the guise of altruism, while also reducing their tax liabilities and legitimizing their wealth. The impact of the trillion-dollar wealth transfer on the environment is also a critical concern, as the pursuit of profit and growth at any cost has led to widespread ecological degradation and climate change, which disproportionately affects the poor and vulnerable, and threatens the very survival of our planet, making it essential to rethink our values and priorities. In order to address the trillion-dollar wealth transfer and create a more just and equitable society, it will be necessary to implement a range of policies and reforms, including progressive taxation, increased regulation of the financial sector, and measures to promote greater transparency and accountability, as well as a fundamental transformation of our economic system and values. One potential solution to the trillion-dollar wealth transfer is the implementation of a wealth tax, which would require the wealthy to pay a percentage of their net worth each year, and could be used to fund public services and reduce inequality, although it would likely face fierce resistance from the wealthy and their allies in government and the media. Another key strategy for addressing the trillion-dollar wealth transfer is to promote greater financial literacy and education, so that people are better equipped to navigate the complex financial systems and make informed decisions about their own money, rather than relying on the advice of wealthy elites and financial institutions. The role of technology in addressing the trillion-dollar wealth transfer is also complex and multifaceted, as it has the potential to both exacerbate existing inequalities and create new opportunities for wealth creation and distribution, depending on how it is designed and used, and who has access to it, making it essential to develop and implement more democratic and inclusive technologies. To create a more just and equitable society, it will be necessary to challenge and transform the underlying values and assumptions that drive the trillion-dollar wealth transfer, including the cult of individualism, the worship of growth and profit, and the belief that the wealthy are inherently more deserving and capable than others, and to develop a new economic paradigm that prioritizes human well-being and the planet. As the trillion-dollar wealth transfer continues to accelerate and intensify, it is essential to build a global movement for change, which brings together people from all walks of life and backgrounds to demand a more just and equitable distribution of wealth and power, and to create a new economic system that serves the many, not just the few. The struggle to address the trillion-dollar wealth transfer will not be easy, and will require courage, perseverance, and creativity, as well as a deep understanding of the complex systems and structures that drive it, and a willingness to challenge and transform them, rather than simply tinkering around the edges or making cosmetic reforms. Ultimately, the trillion-dollar wealth transfer is a symptom of a deeper crisis of values and meaning, which reflects a profound disconnection between our economic system and the well-being of people and the planet, and requires a fundamental transformation of our culture and way of life, rather than just a series of technical fixes or policy tweaks. As we move forward in the face of the trillion-dollar wealth transfer, it is essential to cultivate a sense of hope and possibility, and to recognize that a different world is possible, one that is more just, equitable, and sustainable, and that we have the power to create it through our collective actions and choices. The trillion-dollar wealth transfer is a wake-up call, a warning that our current economic system is unsustainable and unjust, and that we need to work together to create a new one, which prioritizes human well-being, social justice, and environmental sustainability, and recognizes the inherent value and dignity of all people, regardless of their wealth or status.